Okay, so here's Mosi out of the box. The feather is plastic, and it's in her hair probably by plastic rubber bands. I normally don't really like those because they can melt in Florida weather and get stuck in the hair. This is why the toys are you have to take the choking hazard seriously. Pretty little eagle-shaped earrings. She's wearing this little outfit, and she doesn't have the plastic bangles that they so often put on the Hearts for Hearts dolls, but she has the silver heart bracelet. She's wearing gray, gray and white striped ski pants, kind of, that go to the knee, and she's wearing boots. The boots come with slits in the back of them. That's to make them easier to come off, but guess what, folks? They're actually not that easy to get off. Her hair is really nice. Okay, so Hearts for Hearts dolls. I've heard a lot of people claim that sometimes their heads get wobbly. Now, what gets complicated is that their heads actually have a lot of movement. I don't know whether they can get wobbly over time, or whether people are just not accustomed to a doll having this much movement. But I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of movement, more than you usually have in dolls. Side to side, they can, you know, put their heads up and so forth. They pretty much have typical baby doll movements. The eyelashes are painted on, and the eyes do not close. Now, the eyes can be a problem with Hearts for Hearts dolls. This is something you do have to take into consideration. I love these dolls, you know, you're doing something, you know, to charity, they're culturally, you know, diverse, you know, it's a good way to introduce your children to, you know, geography and other cultures and all that, and other people's problems. But the dolls, there are certain things with them that can be a problem. There's pretty much two things I have found. Some people complain that the heads get wobbly. I don't know whether I haven't had that problem. What I have noticed is that their eyes seem to be kind of like marbles. And they'll start out, they kind of have a speckled look. You can't quite see it in Mosi, but you can see it, oops, excuse me, you can see it in my Larice doll. They're kind of speckled. And what happens over time is that they can turn color, like, and you see this the best with my Tippy doll. Now, sometimes it's not apparent in certain light. Tippy originally came with brown eyes, but as you can see, they're turning purple. So that is one problem with the dolls. Another problem I've noticed is that their skin kind of gets a little grayish with age. Tippy's is great a bit, but not too badly. With Rahel, I've noticed that sometimes that can be a real big problem with Rahel, and kind of give her a zombie look. So those are the only problems I've had with the dolls, what I've noticed with the dolls. Now, I still love the dolls, but it's something to consider, particularly. The thing about Hearts for Hearts is that they're not like other doll companies where they keep putting out the doll in different outfits. They put out 1 year's of dolls, and you know, that'll be that year's doll. Like Tippy was the 2010 Hearts for Hearts girl. I believe Larice was 2012, but I don't quite remember. So they put out the dolls for that year, and then the next year they come out with a different group of dolls. So, you know, the thing is, the dolls are around $24, $25 at Target. I think they're only a few dollars more expensive at Toys R Us. So they're not that expensive if you can get them in the store, but as when the year runs out, they stop producing them, as far as I know, and then the dolls can become rare, and then their prices will go up. So the thing is that if you really want the doll, it's worth it, but you'll have to accept the possible imperfections of them that can happen. But if it's acceptable to you, it's your choice of how you spend your money. But I wanted to make you aware of that problem. The arms go. Mosi actually seems to have a little bit more movement than I'm accustomed to the other dolls having with her arms. I don't remember that the other dolls actually, their arms went up this much, at least in the other position. Torso does not move, but legs go up and down. As you can see, knees do not bend, and neither do the ankles, generally speaking. They can stand on their own without the aid of a doll stand. As I said, they're 15 inches, which little girls might enjoy, because but the one problem is that they're a lot smaller. Like if you want to make doll clothes, they're a little smaller than most 15-inch dolls, so their adjustments will have to be made. Hearts for Hearts does have accessory packs, and they have them geared for the specific girl as well. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, that dress was kind of scrunched up. So that is another thing too. But their small size are perfect for little girls, as she can sit down if she's propped up, or if you put her hands behind her. Actually, she sits very well, a lot better than some of my other dolls. So Mosi, it seems, has some really nice, she's a little bit more articulated. Well, I don't want to say articulated, but she has a little bit more, her movement comes a little easier than some of the other earlier dolls, and I'm not even sure if some of the later dolls, I don't know, I'll have to check Shola again. Alright, so here's Mosi's storybook. As I said, they come with a friendship bracelet. Usually this heart is different colors. It fits the girl. In Mosi's case, it's blue. With Tippy, it was green. With Laurice and Shola, it was pink. This part is always purple, though. And it comes with a comb and an extra rubber band. And and then of course it comes with, as I said, the circle up here has a code to join their website. The website is, oh, it is on Playmates. Oh, wait, Hearts for Hearts does have its own website too. But, oh, here's a little bit of trivia. There were once over 800 Native American languages in Canada and the Americans. About 175 are still spoken. And we complain about having to be bilingual in Florida. Huh? Anyway, www.heartsforheartsgirls.com. The 4 in this case is the number 4. That's the Hearts for Hearts website. Okay. So I'm about to read Mosi's story. Mosi, I am a Native American. This is my story. Home. And they show where home is. That's in New Mexico. Hello, my name is Mosi. I am a 10-year-old Native American girl living with my family on a sheep ranch just outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we see some of those said sheep. My mother is a potter who wants to keep alive the art of our culture. She makes beautiful pots and bowls to sell in Santa Fe. My father runs the ranch and takes care of our fat, woolly churro sheep. We also have a few llamas to help keep the coyotes away. Okay, Warrior the Pony. One day my father brought home a wild black and white paint pony that had hurt its leg. I named him Warrior because he tried so hard to escape, even though he was injured, even from the people who want to help him. He is a beautiful, fierce horse. But I will be friends with Warrior someday, you'll see. Then we'll ride together like the wind. Our culture. In the summer, I visit my grandmother who lives on the reservation. It's a long trip, but I like spending time with her. She tells me the old stories about our people and is teaching me how to make basket and spin yarn from our sheep wool. Sometimes we go to a powwow and watch the dancers in their beautiful costumes. I once asked grandmother why she didn't leave the reservation and come live with us. She said, "My heart cannot walk two paths. Maybe that's what I'm doing, but I like it." Well, it turns out, usually the booklets give more information than the little inslet. You know, the little part. But in Mosi's case, it's verbatim. They pretty much just wrote what was on this part. So they didn't seem to have too much to say about Mosi. So, anyway, she is a beautiful doll, and I'm glad to have her added to my collection, and stay tuned for more reviews.